Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to Stay Active at Home. It is a very gloomy day here in Minneapolis. It was storming all night. Our dogs were freaking out and jumping every 5 seconds. So it was a long night for Ginny and I. Not a whole lot of sleep because the dogs were worried. But no skipping a Monday. Still here. Our workout for today. We've got 2 circuits. You can see this. We've got 2 circuits. We're going to go 35 seconds of work to 15 seconds of rest. We're going to go through each circuit 3 times. Then we're going to finish a Tabata at the end, which is 20 seconds of work to 10 seconds of rest 4 times each. So we'll do this one 3 times, take a nice little break. This one 3 times, take a nice little break, and we'll finish with some Tabata. So the first circuit, we're doing a kneel to stand, which we've done 1 time before. It's almost like it's a lunge at a complete stop. We're gonna do right side only for 35 seconds, left side only for 35 seconds. Then we're gonna come down to a body saw. So the starting position for the kneel to stand is on your knees. So you're gonna start with your right up, right down is going to be the cadence. So you're up nice and tall. Try your best not to swivel your leg out like this. You're going to pick up your hip, stand, lead with your right again, and down. So just starting up, leading with the right side for the whole 35 seconds. If this is tough for you, you might need to get close to a bench or a rack or something just to hold on to so you can give yourself a little bit of assistance. So if you have something nearby or even like a pole or something that you can kind of push off of if you're having trouble. So we're going 35 seconds there. Then we're leading with the left side for 35 seconds. Really, really, the secret here is to lift up your leg straight forward, drag it down, not swiveling it. So we're here, 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 here. Exercise number 3 is going to be the body saw. So you're up in a low plank, shifting your body weight forward, pushing off your toes, and driving off your elbows on the way back. It's an efficient exercise because you're using your core for the plank part, but then rocking your elbows back and forth causes a little bit of uses the upper body a bit. So 3 times through with those exercises. Then you're gonna grab some weights. You really only need 1 actually, because we're gonna do overhead press, 1 arm. 1 arm for 35 seconds. Then we'll rest for 15. And then we're doing another arm for 35 seconds. Try to keep your shoulders nice and square. When you're coming down, try not to dip and throw it up. If you keep it nice and square the whole time. The only reason why my arm is out is just for a counterbalance, because so I don't end up rocking. 35 seconds on 1 arm, rest. 35 seconds on the other arm. And then we're doing a boat pose hold. So if you guys have ever done much yoga, you should know what the boat pose is. You're gonna start on seated on your butt. You're gonna lean backwards, find your tailbone, find a good spot to balance, feet are off the ground, and we are just holding here for 35 seconds. If it starts to get tough, drop your heels, but still lean backwards to engage the core. Really be mindful that you're squeezing your core while you're doing this and not just hovering, because if your core is not engaged, and a lot of times you have to mindfully engage your core. You have to do it yourself because unfortunately it's not doing it. It doesn't do it on its own. So squeeze your core, otherwise you might be feeling your low back. If you are feeling in your low back, just drop your heels and hold while leaning back, engaging the core. But try your best to keep your heels off the ground the whole time. Then after that, we're doing our Tabata, which is a low squat pulse. So you're 20 seconds of getting to the bottom of your squat, up a couple inches, down a couple inches. We did these on Saturday for a little bit, but a lot longer. We're only doing 20 seconds this time. And then the second 20 seconds is going to be speed bicep curls. So you want to go as quick as you can on the bicep curls while maintaining proper form. So shoulders down, elbows tucked in. We'll go palms in, so we'll do hammer curl style. And alternating bicep curls for 20 seconds in between the squat. Cool? I'll let you guys know as we go through what's coming up next, because if you're like me, if we don't write things down, you're already forgetting. So I'll remind you, I'll keep you posted on what's coming up next, and I'll try to do a good job with that. Okay, let's get warmed up. We'll start with 10 bodyweight squats. Feet shoulder width apart, weight on your heels and your big toe. 10 nice controlled squats. There's 10 there. Then we're going to do a single leg reach. So you're going to stand on one foot, gather yourself, find a spot about 5 feet in front of you, and you are reaching to that spot and return. Bonus points if you can keep that opposite foot off the ground for all 5 reps. There's 5. Try your best to tip at the hips, not rolling your shoulders forward. You're going to be standing on the one foot, and you are hinging at the hips like a deadlift. Not like this. Back nice and flat. Whoop. All right, then we're going to do some bird dogs. So down onto your hands and your knees, tabletop position, stretching opposite arm, opposite leg, and touching them underneath your body, elbow to knee. There's 5 for me. Other side. All right, and we're going to finish with 15 jumping jacks just to get the heart rate going. There's 15 for me. Okay, so for the first round, we don't need any weight unless you feel pretty confident with your kneel to stand and you want to hold a weight underneath your chin. You can do that too, but only do that if you feel confident with your leg going straight up and not swiveling. Okay? Hey, Sarah. Hey, Calvin. I didn't see you guys hop on. All right. Kneel to stand coming up. Kneel to stand right side, kneel to stand left side, body saw for the first circuit. Let me get my timer up here. Oh, I didn't set it. Hold on. All right, should be good to go now. All right, starting in 10 seconds, you guys. Starting kneeling.
3, 2,
right leg
1.
Up, right leg down. Right leg up, right leg down. For 35 seconds, keep it going. Good job, you guys. One side and rest. All right, 15 seconds and we're starting on the other side. So lead with your left side now. Here we go. Keep everything moving straight forward the best you can. Easier said than done. This is like going from a lunge to a dead stop with no momentum assisted. And you notice the more tired you get, the more challenging it is to keep that foot going straight forward. And rest. All right, body saw time. Two, one. Here we go. Driving off your toes, pushing back on your elbows. Not lifting your butt up in the air. Good job, you guys. Almost there. All right, back to the right side of the kneel to stand. Here we go. Here we go. Right up, left up, right down, left down. So each change of direction is initiated by the right side to start. And really try your best not to kick that leg out. Straight up. Good job, you guys. Stand up nice and tall too. We're not leaning over your front leg. So when we're going up, we're not leaning over your front leg. Try your best to stay up nice and tall. Like that. Here we go. Try to keep your chest parallel to the wall. If you got to drag your feet on the ground so it doesn't swivel, that's okay. Good job, you guys. All right, back to body saw. It's hard for me to hear the buzzer right now. There's so much wind and stuff going on the outside, so hopefully you guys can hear it better than I can. Body saw coming up. Here we go, driving off your toes, pushing back on your elbows. Keep that butt down. Keep that core nice and tight. Don't sag that low back either. Good guys, almost there. All right, one more time through. Now we're starting with the right side. Here we go. Right up, right down. Right up, right down. Good job, you guys, working on that, the hip mobility. Keep it going. Almost there. Yeah, good job. Way to sit up nice and tall, you guys. Good job. Okay, last time through with the kneel to stand. Lead with the left side this time. Here we go. The reason why I don't want you to swivel is because the body really likes right angles, things going straight forward, straight back. Anything that's like this puts a lot of pressure on the outside of your knee, and you're at a greater risk of injury cocking your leg out to the side like that. So the better your hips move, the better your whole lower extremity. All right, last body style before we grab the dumbbells for overhead press. Last 35 seconds here. 3. And up. Shifting your weight forward, shifting your weight back. Driving off your toes, pushing back on your elbows. You can adjust where your weight goes on here based off of where you're putting your body weight. You can put your weight over the top of your toes more to use more upper body, or further away. Awesome job. All right, quick break, grab some water. And now we're going to be doing overhead press. So just one arm overhead press for 35, switching the other arm for 35, and then we're doing boat pose hold. We're starting that in 10 seconds. I'm gonna stay kneeling the whole time. You can kneel or stand, it's up to you. Starting in 3. And go. Try your best to keep your shoulders nice and square, that you're not rocking one way or another. Keep your elbow tucked in and then locking it out straight up above your head. If you're standing up, watch that low back arch. Try your best to stay up nice and tall, that you aren't doing that. Nice and tall. All right, and if you got a lighter weight and you feel like you could really pump through, go ahead and go nice and quick. My weights are about 18 pounds, 17 and a half. And go. So if you've got a nice light weight, feel free to pump through that as long as your form stays true, just to build up that muscular endurance. But if you notice that you start arching, you start rocking, slow down a little bit, dial it back, make sure you're doing things right. Good job, you guys. Almost there. Okay. Sitting on your butt, on your sit bones, leaning back for the boat pose. Takes a second to kind of gather your balance on the air. There we go. And we're holding. Keep that core nice and tight so your low back doesn't engage. Just a hold here. And if you're tired, drop your heels, but still keep that lean back. Almost there. Good job, you guys. Good job. And if you can't find a way for that one to work, you can substitute by holding a plank. Holding a plank on your elbows if that boat pose isn't very comfortable for you. All right, back up to overhead press. We're one time through. We're on round 2 now. We got one more of these 3 exercises to go. Don't let that elbow kick out here, and let's keep the palm facing your head. Just to the shoulder and up over the head. We don't need to go any lower than that. Good job. All right, other side. Starting in 4. And go. This really starts to build up that endurance of the shoulder. And if you're not confident or you're starting to get too tired to lift something up over your head, you can drop the weight and still do a tension raise. So you can just squeeze all the muscles in your arm and lift it up over your head without a weight. Almost there. Here we go. Good job, you guys. All right, second boat pose. Then we're back up at the top for the overhead press. Starting in 5. There we go. Holding that boat pose, leaning back, finding that nice balanced spot. Keep the core nice and tight. You might be a little wobbly, but that's okay. Abs are engaged and they're really trying to do their job to keep you stable, keep you upright. Good job. Almost there. Okay. Last round overhead presses. Five. Overhead press. If you need to rest here on the shoulder for a couple seconds, if it's getting too much, go ahead. Or you can take the weight and start going two-handed over your head, just for a little bit more support if you need. But that means you got to do that the next time too. Five seconds. All right. Last overhead press. Last 35 seconds of work here for the arm. Starting in 5. There we go. Don't get sloppy with that form now. I'd much rather have you slow down and do less reps than to start pumping through and really digging deep when you know it doesn't feel right. Awesome job, you guys. Almost there. 5 seconds. Okay, last boat pose. We'll take a quick break and then we'll finish up with our Tabata. Here we go. Sometimes you don't know what to do with your hands. I just kind of like to rest them here or have them out just for balance sake. You can keep them nice and close if that feels better for you. If that makes you feel like you're engaging the core. Just try not to put them underneath your body because then you're assisting yourself with your balance. Good job. Okay. Tabata time. This is the last round of exercises we'll do. So we are doing low squat pulse. Getting to the bottom of your squat, up a couple inches, down a couple inches, up a couple inches, down a couple inches. Don't bounce. Pause, slight pause at each change of direction. And then you're grabbing those weights again. And we're going to be doing speed bicep curls. Speed meaning as fast as you can while doing it right. I don't want you flailing these weights all over the place. Nice, quicker than normal pace, but just don't get sloppy. Are we ready? You guys got weights handy? Sarah, you got enough weights over there? Awesome. Okay, perfect, good. Okay, guys, we're starting in 10 seconds. So we're starting with low squat pulse for 20 seconds. 3. And go, bottom of your squat, up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. Good job, 10 seconds. All right, only 10 seconds to rest, pick up your weights. Starting in 3. Here we go. Nice and quick, you guys. Quick, 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 quick. Not swinging. Your elbows are glued to your sides the whole time. Elbows the only hinge. 5 seconds. All right, setting your weights down, back to low pulse. Starting in 3. Here we go. Up a little bit, down a little bit. Don't let your knees cave in or bow outwards. Keep your knees pointed straight forward, toes pointed straight forward. Make sure you're putting equal resistance on each leg. All right, bicep curls. Here we go. I got a challenge for you guys. We've got 2 more of each after this. I want you to hold on to one of your weights and add it in to your low squat pulse. If you haven't already, grab a weight, hold on to your chin for the next 2 rounds of low squat pulse. Here we go. Ten seconds. All right, back to bicep curls. Just starting to get a little fatigued now. Here we go. After this one, we only got 1 more of each. Good job, you guys. See, elbows right at the sides the whole time. 5. Okay. Last low squat pulse. Keep the weight underneath your chin. Here we go. Last pulse here. Last round. 10 seconds. Hold it. Keep it going. Don't give up here. 5 seconds. All right. Last 20 seconds of work coming at you. Then we're done. We'll cool it down a little bit after this. Here we go. Good job. 10 seconds. Fight it, fight it. Keep it going. I know it's getting heavy. All right. job, you guys. All right, grab a quick drink. And we'll cool it down. Okay, first exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna grab your foot, do a nice quad stretch. Stand it up nice and tall, shifting your hips forward. You'll feel that extra little oomph in the hip flexor. Hip flexors actually did a lot of work. As long as you weren't swiveling that leg out during those kneel to stands, your hip flexors are actually doing quite a bit of work. And they're a weak point in a lot of us, so it's important to do some exercises that focus on that area. All right, switching legs. Stand up nice and tall, shifting your hips forward. All right, let's go feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Forward fold to a nice little hamstring stretch. If you can keep your legs straightened, go ahead. If you're still working on hamstring flexibility like I am, go forward as far as it's comfortable for you to go. Light bend in the knees if you have to. All right, bring one arm across, stretch that shoulder out. All right, on that same side, I want you to lift it up. All right, other arm across. Same arm up. Think about reaching right behind your shoulder versus across your shoulder here. Right back here. That'll feel that nice stretch in your tricep versus shoulder versus shoulder. Okay, give me a couple good arm swings. A couple nice tight shoulder shrugs, shoulder shrug off to your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and relax. Give me one more tight shoulder shrug. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and relax. Whew. It's humid in here today. Good workout, you guys. Our make a difference for today. We're going to focus on sleep. So what I challenge you, I know that you have a lot of things to do. You have kids, you have work, you have housework, you've got laundry, you've got pets. But what I really want you to do today is try to be efficient with the things that you need to do on an everyday basis and try to use that extra time to prioritize sleep. A good goal is 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And that is consistent sleep. That's not like a 3-hour nap and then 5 hours of sleep later on. That is 8 hours of sleep. Seems like a lot, seems almost impossible with everything that we have going on, but really try your best to prioritize sleep tonight. Don't get 8 hours of sleep today. You'd be pretty, you wouldn't get anything done. But good job today. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Awesome workout. Take care. It's always awesome to see you guys.